Aloha mai kako. This is Oracle of the Golden Spiral. Today we're going to be working with the Vice Versa Tarot. And so the way that I work with this deck is a little bit different. So we are going to be doing a reading. So the cards may be upside down for you for this experience. Because just in general, because of the way that I work with this tarot. So I do want to welcome in all the Cancers. And this will be a reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay, what do we have for our Cancers, please? Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising, please. What do we have for our Cancers with the Vice Versa Tarot? One more. One more. Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. My messages have no dates, therefore when it finds you, that's when the message is yours. Take one here from the middle. Okay. Okay. Cancer. Cancer, it feels like you have a deep and unconditional love for someone in your life. It feels in the past that you were not being forthcoming with that. I think that you were interested in seeing how this person was going to respond. This person may be somebody who you wanted to see them choose their sword of truth, and you wanted none of them used against you. Wanted none of the other experiences that you guys have had to be used against you in any way. So there was some restriction, some holding back, but that was on your part. You made the conscious decision to go ahead and do that because for some reason you have felt, in the past you had felt unstable in this situation. Your primary goal was stability, and so to gain that, you felt there's a little bit of feeling of the Six of Pentacles here, even though it's not presented, and I won't be surprised if it comes out. But yeah, this was an active decision that you made to hold back or withdraw a little bit, to not show all your cards, to not put them all on the table, in hopes of either maintaining or developing something solid in the future. I think that you had originally shown that unconditional love, and it definitely is one of the largest energies within you. So, I mean, this is the Cancer card here, and so you were holding back a little bit on that because whether it was that you felt that you gave too much or they weren't giving enough or something to that effect, but you pulled back a little bit on that to see if we were going to get some reciprocation, right? Let's see. In the current situation, that holding back, despite, you know, intense emotional feelings, has really left you confused as to what the next step is going to be. There you are, a little crab right there. During the full moon, you may have, because it is kind of still current energies for when I'm doing this reading, during the full moon, you may have felt like it was asking you to do something and to move, and you do not know how to do that. because you were withholding. It's like it's hard for you to come out of that shell and make that first step, because to be quite honest, we were stifling flow, right? We weren't really operating in flow. And so right now it's like a little bit difficult to take that step back into flow. And I think outwardly you're feeling that if you do take that step, it's going to be somewhat of an awkward step. First of all, you're not sure how to do it, and the best way to do that is to just take the step and jump into it. But you're confused as to how to do that, and every way that you think that you can do it feels like it would be a misstep, because it's like there's a stumble beat. Because we're really working with trying to get from one vibration to another. So that in itself, like trying to find a way to mitigate those two energies is really leaving you a little bit drained, and like you have a lot going on. So there may not be a lot of external movement or energy going on, but that internal movement is very real for you, and it's starting to take its toll. And so it feels like you're fighting this battle between, well, I need to make this. It's like the universe is pulling you to make that stumble step. But because we have been out of flow, and because we don't know how to step back into flow, and because we're questioning, it's like that energy of questioning or having a hard time moving back into flow and trying to make that decision really has eaten up a lot of your energy. And really what you want to do, and what you might need to do before you just like leap, is to get to calm the mind. Maybe you just need a meditation. Maybe it's as simple as that to get you going, or maybe you do need a little bit of rest and rejuvenation. It could very well be too that you have figured out how you're going to take that step, but you just need to get right with it. Let's see, we can dig into that a little. Like your goal is to get to where you want to go, right? You want this to be, if this is a relationship, you want this to be long lasting. If this is a choice where you are trying to advance in your career, or decide between two jobs, or deal with a family issue, or maybe it's not two jobs, maybe it's one job and then going ahead and having your own business. I don't know, maybe you're juggling the time between the two, but it's about getting back into flow. Okay, I'm going to put this here, and we're going to look a little bit about where we're going forward. Excuse me. Okay, so ultimately you will take this step. I think it's going to feel like the world is crashing down as you do it, or you have a little bit more time to kind of juggle with this thought. What I would like to let you know is that when the universe asks you to move forward, you know that this is actually what's going to help you, and what's going to lead you to the stability that you're looking for on your journey. I think internally you do know that, and it may have come to you that if it hasn't already, it will, what the path to, you'll get the enlightenment for what the stability and celebration, you know, for your goal will be. Let's see. Yeah, the goal will be actualized. I think it's just mitigating the energies that I talked about earlier and taking that stumble step. I think if you realize that it is going to be a stumble step, no matter how you try to do it, that maybe that one step isn't as important, because it doesn't have to be graceful. You just need to take the leap and get to where it is that you're trying to go. And the best way to do that is just to do it. I think you already know that internally, right? Let me get more on this tower. Yeah, it's you essentially just need to be okay with yourself that it's not gonna always look so pretty. But the minute that you can kind of work with that and get over that it's not gonna be this graceful dance into it, that there is going to be a little bit of a tripping mechanism. Just accepting that that will be the case may help you to just close that feeling out and be able to move on. Can I get one more, please, for Cancer and this aspect? Yeah, you're just going to have to go ahead and take that you're gonna have to choose that you want to go out there, but there is planning and growth, and you have that seed to make this a reality. You know exactly what that is. You've, you know, been having self-imposed restrictions and the illusion that you're stuck, but internally, you've known exactly what it is that you need to do to get to that stability. If you're dealing with a relationship, it's like, are they giving you what you, like I said, it feels like the Six of Pentacles at the beginning in the past. So are they giving you that equal give and take? If not, we know that, and we know that we need to, the stumble step is going ahead and addressing that and seeing what the outcome is, right? It's uncomfortable. It's an uncomfortable thing that has to happen, but that's how we get our answers. If they maybe just don't have the capacity to do that, it's that uncomfortable step of stepping into a new world where you know that you'll be fine once you get there, but it's that uncomfortable, I mean, especially for Cancers, like that uncomfortableness of drawing that defining line and moving on. But in the best case scenario, which I think may be actually what we're dealing with here, because of this, there's, you know, a lot of cards of growth and expansion, and they are, you know, in the facing us. It's as if it's just about getting out of this uncomfortable period with this person where maybe we were holding back, and just being able to be fully present in that, you know, without that energy holding yourself holding you back from being that Queen of Cups, that unconditional, loving, supportive person when dealing with this situation or in this relationship. I'm getting that maybe recently you've come to understanding that, or you're, you know, halfway to the understanding that you have to just show up how you're going to show up, and it, you know, shame on them if they can't show up that way. Or whatever will come will be of the highest good for you, you know? So if they can't show up that way, then you need someone that can. Okay, I'm gonna put it back how it came out. And go ahead and split it one more time. So I really think that internally, this person does want to give that, whatever you're looking for from them. It seems like they want to give it to you. They just have not, that hasn't materialized in the world yet. I think they understand how important that is to you. Well, I mean, if you've communicated it, then they do. If you haven't communicated, maybe that's the stumble step that you need to take. But they understand how important it is. But you see the cornucopia, it's still not full. And so maybe they just need to be able to step into that and actualize that. Let's see. Yeah, they just need to put an end to being uncomfortable with that. If they can, then, you know, you'll be able to move forward in a positive and, you know, mutually beneficial way for everyone. If they are not able to do that, right, we have free choice. So if they're not able to do that, it's really about you obtaining your justice by knowing that maybe this, you know, maybe there's something better out there for you. Because if this is our ultimate goal, the Ten of Pentacles is like one of the best cards in the deck. If that is our ultimate goal, and loyalty and friendship and that which is a unique bond is what you're looking for, you have the capacity to offer that from your side with the Queen of Cups, right? And so you really, justice says you really should have someone that's able to offer you that as well. Because this is facing up, this will work out for your best interest. It may feel a little bit, you know, we may have those moments of the Tower, and we may have those moments of we're needing that rest and recuperation, like the Four of Swords. But I feel just the way this energy has been moving, that this will actually work itself out a lot quicker than you expect. And yeah, I think that's what I have for you. I think that's it, and I wish you all the best. Okay, Cancer, thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day. Mahalo.